Hello pretties, welcome to Webstral. So today I'm doing my low buy update. We've been an interesting swing. I will say though, nothing is completely out of hand, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've not gone like completely batshit crazy. I'm also gonna like quickly do an update as to like my goals for empties for the year, and I think basically if we look at that, you'll see that I'm not too worried about any of these categories. So just putting that out there. Okay, let's start out with foundation. For foundation, my goal was to be 2 out, 1 in. I already fucked this one up. I ended up buying the House Labs foundation in the shade 230 light medium cool, which they're really interesting how they describe it. So it's supposed to be a neutral with like peach undertones, which peach and olive can sometimes be interchangeable. So this is what I'm wearing out that right now. It's my first time wearing it. I just picked it up Friday. I'm filming this on Sunday. But I think it's a pretty good shade match. It's not too far off. I think it blended pretty well. It is quite smooth on the skin, so no concerns there. But I did buy it. I don't have technically any empties. However, I am trying to finish 2, if not 3 foundations by the end of the year, and I think it's quite doable. I have my Pretty Fresh foundation that is in my project pan. This is how much I have left, which is still quite a bit while away. I have another foundation that I've been reaching for quite a bit and have actually made a lot of progress on, and that is my ColourPop one. See how much it's been gone here. This is how much I have left. In a month, I was able to make so much progress. So I actually think I'll be able to finish this. I really need to put it away so I can focus on this one for like a couple months, and then I can switch back to this one. So I'm actually gonna do that right now. I'm putting it away as we speak. So there's that. And I think because I don't have a lot of product left in those 2, I might be able to like switch my attention to something else about 2/3 of the way into the year. And if that's the case, then I might just be able to finish something else, because there's not that much product left in both of these foundations, and that stick foundation goes so quickly. So I might be able to finish just one more. I just don't know what that one more is. I do have really good progress in both of my Rare Beauty ones, so we'll see. So again, yes, I bought one and I haven't finished any, but I'm not on the lookout for any other foundations, and I knew I wanted to buy this one. So there's that. Concealers, I've not finished any, and I've not brought any in. I am pretty close on finishing this one from Milani, and I'm pretty close on finishing this one as well from, what's it called, ColourPop. But that being said, I already have a backup for this one, and I don't plan on repurchasing this one. So that's fine. No concerns here at this point. Color corrector is gonna be 1 out, 1 in. I currently do have 2 color correctors that I'm planning on finishing. I want to finish this one, and I do believe I'll be able to finish it by the end of the year. And then after that, I do want to be able to finish this one right here, because there's not a lot of product left either. And then I really want to buy the one from Caliray. I actually like this one, but there's not a lot of product and it's quite expensive, so I just don't think, for how quickly this went, it's not worth it. And I just don't like it's okay, but it's not a great formula. For what it is, for like less than $10, it's okay, but like there's so many better color correctors out there. So I would like to finish both of them and then buy the one. So if that's the case, I think we'll be fine. Now that I say that out loud, I'm gonna change this category from a 1 out, 1 in to 2 out, 1 in, because I think that reflects what I want to do better. Yeah, because again, I don't plan on buying any other characters, so just us. Primer, I had 1 out, 1 in. I did finish 1 primer, and I did actually buy, during the Sephora sale, I bought the Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer from Rare Beauty, which I tried like a little thing and I really enjoyed it, so I decided to buy a full size. And I do plan on making this like my primary primer. So once I finish pretty much all of my other primers, this is gonna be my only primer. I have this one from e.l.f., have this one from ColourPop, and then I have another primer but this one primer does what both of these primers do together. So I think I'm just gonna buy the one moving forward. So again, for the purposes of what I know what it is that I'm trying to do moving forward, I'm gonna change this category, same as the other one, for a 2 out 1 in. So since I just made that change, technically that will put me on a slight negative, but I'm not planning on purchasing any other primers, and I really just want to finish those 3 primers, which I'm confident I can do by the end of the year, and then I just will have that one that I actually want. So moving on, no concerns there. Bronzer, I did 1 out 1 in. I've actually not finished anything, but I do have 1 in. And that's gonna be the one from M Cosmetics. I actually enjoyed it. It's good, but I haven't used it as much as I should have because I've been focusing on those 2. I think I'll be able to finish technically like 2.5 bronzers. I have this one cream one, I have a powder one, and then I have a mini, it's technically a setting powder, but it's so dark I can pass it off as a bronzer on my skin tone. So that's what I'm gonna try to finish this year, which I think I am on the road to be able to achieve. So no concerns there. The biggest problem is honestly this one has the most product, but I'm actually working through it pretty quickly. But that powder bronzer, that's a gamble. But I actually think I'm getting pretty close to the end. It's pretty flattened out, so I think I should be able to do it. For blush, I was only allowed to buy 3 for the whole year, and I've already bought 1. But we're like 5 months into the year, which means I'm in a good pace because there's about 6-7 months left in the year. It's May 5th when I'm filming this, and I think I'm in a good pace to be able to stick to that. And I don't have any blushes currently in like that I'm on the lookout for, but this is the one blush that I did buy from M Cosmetics. I actually really enjoyed this formula. It was very nice indeed. So no concerns there. We're still on track. For highlighters, I had a no buy, and I actually bought 2. So this is what happened. There was a sale on Fenty, and essentially ended up getting these for free. So I had these little mini ones for free. I needed to buy a certain amount of money to get a certain amount of cash back, and so in order to do that, I bought these, and yeah, it was for free. But I've mentioned this before. Recently, I've really found that I find liquid highlighters to be more my speed rather than powder highlighters, and so I got these 2, which is more like a bronzy and a golden shade. No concerns. I'm not planning on buying anything else. Good thing that they're minis as well. They're not like full size, although there's quite a bit of product in these minis. There's 0.24 fluid ounces, which is massive, honestly, massive. But we know that Fenty gives us the value. The value is there for Fenty for sure. The value is there better than some drugstore, honestly, per like ounce of product or however you want to look at it. Okay, so for eyes now, for primer, I had a 1 out 1 in. Technically, I've already bought a primer, and it's because I had that mini set for primers from Rare Beauty, and I tried their Always an Optimist Weightless Eye Primer, and honestly, so fucking good. This primer is so good. So I ended up buying the full size. Now, I haven't finished my other primer, but this is what that looks like. And I'm having a really hard time actually pushing the product down. It's like nearly done. I do think I still have maybe like 1 or 2 more products. And then I have, actually I should probably do it now while I'm talking about it. Oh gosh, if I can get it up. Have one of these. And it's actually, I finished one of these before. I do think that, oh gosh, I might repurchase one of these in the future, but honestly, that Rare Beauty primer is so good. I don't know. I'm like tempted, but at the same time, I'm not. Here we go. I'm gonna just shove it in there. I'll be right back. Okay, I know it looks silly to do this, but last time I was at the point where I'm like, oh, I feel like I have a lot of bubbles and I would have a hard time, and I ended up having like an extra month or 2 of product by doing this. So I have my eye primer here. So my eye primer is nearly done. So clearly I'm not too worried about it. It might have a month or 2 more product in there, but not much after that. So no concern there. I have no intentions of buying any other eye primers. I'm pretty loyal when it comes to that. So there's that. For brows, we have one out, one in. Sorry, my computer's acting crazy. I actually did just finish one eyebrow gel, but I had a backup already ready to go. Whenever I get close to finishing this one, I'll buy another backup and I'll have it ready to go for when I finish it. So, but I just opened it today, so no concerns in this category whatsoever. And I already had it, so I didn't actually bring anything in. For mascara, I'm in a no buy. I did just finish one mascara so far, and I opened one that I had ready to go, but technically nothing has been brought in. I already had it. Eyeliner, I was on a no buy. I did mention that right before I started my my low buy, I had already placed an order to buy 2 more prime eyeliners. I did get those already, but no, nothing has been brought in. Nothing has been, that was prior to this, and I had already accounted for those numbers. So nothing in my collection been brought in or left. No concern. I am close to finishing one eyeliner, but I've been close to finishing that eyeliner for like 2 years. So we'll see. Single shadows, I was only going to allow myself to buy 5 single shadows for the entire year, which is honestly so hard. I've seriously almost purchased the one from Persona Cosmetics, the liquid ones, the bronzy one, because I was so tempted, but then I was like thinking about it, I'm like, don't do it, and I didn't, thank God. But I did end up decluttering one single eyeshadow. It was like a loose pigment. I ended up giving it to my friend, and she really enjoyed it, so there's that. So for eyeshadow palettes, I'm only allowing myself again to buy 5 for the whole year, and I did already do that. Not all 5 of them, but I did buy 1. Again, I'm in really good pace because I have about 7 more months in the year, and I've only purchased 1. So I think I'm in a really good spot. Now, the only thing is I was super tempted. I almost caved and bought the Lunar Beauty one, as actually 2, the Moon Prism and the Nude Prism, sorry. Yeah, and the Mushroom. I was super tempted to buy both of them, but I'm glad I didn't. And I think now that the hype is gone, I've kind of moved on from the color story. It really did help to do that exercise where I did the dupe it. I know it's not my most popular series in my channel, like not a lot of people watch those kinds of videos here, but it's so helpful to me to be able to like swatch and realize that I have a lot of those colors and other variations of those shades. It was very helpful to me to like almost get rid of that like need to buy, because I was like, okay, I already have it. I don't know how else to explain it. But I'm very glad that I did not purchase it, and I am no longer inclined to purchase it, which I'm very happy to say, because even when I filmed that dupe it video, I was still very much so inclined to get that palette, but now I'm really glad that I didn't. And I knew that if I bought that palette, I would also buy the New Prism. Like, I couldn't control myself. The New Prism is one that I've had my eye on for like an eternity. If by like December of this year, I still have not bought more than 3 palettes, sorry, not December, October of this year, I've still not only have like 2 or 3 palettes, I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy the Nude Prism palette potentially. We'll see. I feel like people still hype about that palette, so it makes me think that it's a really good one, but I really do not need another nude palette. So I'm trying to remind myself that, also because I might shop my stash this year, or this time around, it's just a bunch of nude palettes. So I'm trying to remind myself that I do not need another nude palette. And I'm having a really hard time opening this specific palette. I will say though, the packaging it's very sturdy, but it's really hard to open. But this is what that little baby looks like. It's only 6 more pans, so I'm not to worry about it. And I also did end up decluttering 3 palettes. I actually think this might be 4. 1, 2, it actually is 4. I did declutter 4 palettes. So let me change that number. All right, so I've decluttered 4 palettes and I've only bought 1. So numbers wise, we're doing pretty good there. All right, let's go to lips. I have lip balm. I have 1 empty, and it was my last empties. No concerns at this time. I did already have a backup ready to go. I'm actually getting low on that one, so I might need to repurchase it yet again pretty soon. But no concerns. I keep buying and repurchasing the same one because it's really good, the one from Milani. So no concerns there. For lip liner, I had 2 out, 1 in. I actually ended up decluttering one because it was way too light and I gave it to my friend. And then I ended up purchasing one. Technically, I didn't purchase it. It was a gift with purchase from Persona Cosmetics, and I actually already own it. So it's the lip liner 90210. My sister's coming in a couple of weeks to see me. I'm gonna try offering her this one because it's still in its packaging. But the thing is, I've had this same shade. I just bought it, or I think I got it same thing as a gift with purchase, like less than 6 months ago, again from Persona Cosmetics. So I really just don't need to. And the other one is brand new, nearly brand new. I have not even had it for 6 months. I've had it for less than that. So I just don't see the need to have another one. So this one might end up getting decluttered, you know, next time. But I technically didn't buy it. It was a free gift with purchase, and I didn't want to not get a free gift with purchase because that's the kind of psycho I am, even though I already owned it. But I'll offer it to my sister because she'll be here in a couple weeks, and again, it's still in its package, not been unwrapped, so I think she'll be more than happy to take it. I'm gonna actually try to declutter a couple of things to my sister. I need to get that together, like what it is that I'm gonna try to see if she'll take. So we'll see. I gotta put that together. Okay. So technically, one out, one in. I am trying to pan 2 more other lip liners by the end of the year. I think I'm in good route to be able to accomplish that. So no concerns. I think I'm in a good pace to be able to accomplish that, and I'm not planning on purchasing any other lip liners at this time, so we're good. All right, lip gloss. It was 2 out, 1 in. I've of course not done that by a long shot. I finished 1 lip gloss and I've bought 3 massive ones. The imbalance is massive here. Again, they had a really good sale. It was 3 for $50, and if you know Fenty, these usually range for like 20 something. So it was a huge discount to be able to get these, plus technically the free highlighters. It was a pretty good deal, and I paid essentially $50 for everything. So really good deal. I ended up, it was a set where you can choose whichever shade you want from their cream, their heat, and their regular Fenty one. I wish I got the heat one in hot chocolate, and I wish I have gotten the regular one in what's it called, fussy. Yeah. Also, I don't like the heat formula as much. It's a little too tingly and doesn't have as much of a plumping effect at all, but that's besides the point. The cream formula, fabulous. I'm really eyeing another one that's called Fruit Snacks, but I'm just not gonna purchase it because I need to finish more lip glosses. So if I can finish a couple more lip glosses by the end of the year, I might end up picking that one up. There's a couple of the lip glosses or adjacent lip gloss things that I've been in the eye for, but I'm not gonna purchase them at this time. So I did get these Fenty ones. This is a very interesting shade. I don't know if this was the right choice, but besides the point. It's pretty. It's just interesting. I can't really wear it on its own too much. All right. So that's lip gloss. I'm not too worried about it though. I don't plan to buy anything else. Tinted balms. I was at 2 out, 1 in, and I actually finished 3, and then I brought in 3. So I ended up getting from that same M Cosmetics formula, but I ended up getting this one. I actually think I'm gonna be able to finish this one up relatively quickly once I start working on it. I do have quite a few other products that I'm working on before, but I'm not too worried about it. So I did bring this one. I wanted to try the ColourPop So Juicy ones to see if they were similar to the Tarte ones. They are not nearly as, they don't have as strong as a plumping feel as the ones from Tarte, and the formula is fine, honestly. This is more of like a dupe for the tinted plum, and I was hoping this was technically a dupe for the balm one, which it wasn't. And so that was my mistake, because it even says on the title that it's supposed to be plumping, and I was like, dummy. So anyway, there's not a lot of product in here, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm confident that I'll be able to like use it up. There's only 0.07. I can finish that up in like 3 weeks, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm hoping that I can get to it and finish it up by the end of the year. I actually think I'm gonna end up finishing most of my tinted balms by the end of the year, especially at the rate that I'm going, because like I said, I already finished 3, and technically I only started working on those 3 like a month and a half ago. So with my new rotation, I think I'll be able to finish a lot more product that way. And then like I said, I did bring these two in, and then technically this is a tinted balm, but it's from Summer Fridays, and it's in the shade Vanilla Beige. In retrospect, I should have gone the reddish shade because this is less pigmented than I thought it was. It looked more pigmented in the, what's it called, on cam on like this online. I actually like the formula fine. I wish I would have picked up a different shade. I might still pick up the other shade eventually down the line, but I want to finish a couple more products before I do that, especially because this ones have a shit ton of product. Oh my god. 0.5 ounces, 14 grams. It's a lot of product. So I will say though, with a lot of value for your money, and I appreciate that. So no harm, no harm there. No harm, no foul there. Bullet lipsticks, it was a 2 out, 1 in. I've not brought anything in, but I did ended up decluttering a lipstick that was way too light for me. So my friend took it. She's way more light skinned than me. So pretty excited about that. No concerns at this time. And the last thing we have is a liquid lipstick, and we were on a strict no buy. However, I fucked up. I will say I did declutter 5 liquid lipsticks already. So numbers wise, I'm still down, but I did end up buying one. If you've been here for a little while, you would know that I recently tried the tinted, oh, not the tinted, but the, let's see if I can find one right here. Okay, so these are like the balmy, like the blotted lips from ColourPop, the stick ones, and I really found that I like them. I have like 3 of these shades. I really like them. So, but my problem is that the packaging is not very sturdy, and like if you try to like it like moves, so it's not very sturdy. But I really enjoy the formula. So I was hoping that the liquid ultra bottle lip will give me a similar, it will be the same formula, right? It's not the same formula. I would not be repurchasing this formula, but I'm glad I tried it because I think I would have always been on like kind of thinking about it because I really like the stick ones. The problem is that this do feel like if you just leave them alone by themselves, they feel like an old school liquid lipstick. They do kind of dry out. They're significantly more pigmented. Something that I really enjoy about the stick ones is that you can build the pigment so they look really blotted, really soft if you just do like one side, and the more you swipe them, the more pigment you add and you add. This is like a one swipe pigment and automatically gives you a lot of pigment, and it's more than what I would have wanted because I do feel like this is something you may need a lip liner for if you would like. I will say though, just like the blotted sticks, these layer beautifully on other products. Like this is the perfect product to put underneath and then just like gloss it up, and it's gonna play really well with that gloss. And same way, the reason that's why I really like the blotted ones is because they're really easy to like pair up with other things. So that was quite enjoyable. I would not repurchase it, but it was fine. I think I'm just gonna, I probably will end up repurchasing those blotted lips, but no harm, no foul. The stick ones, I mean. Oh, tired now. Okay, that is everything for this low buy update. A bit of a review for some of these items, but please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Actually, before I say bye, let me take that back. Would you guys like to see get ready with me in like a month or so, trying out all of these products? Because for the most part, except for concealer, like powder and stuff like that, I think I have a full face. So is that something that you guys will be interested in? Let me know. Okay, now for real. Leave a comment. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.